My progress right now with the plunge is going ridiculously well. I find that every single session I'm doing, including the intense plunge holds at the end, is just directly transitioning into my ability to hold the straddle plunge. And I guess what the straddle plunge demands is like the leverages when you lean until your hands are, I guess, leveled with your wrist, right? And basically, the biggest thing that's been on my mind with this drastic plunge progression is how can I ensure that every single one of my plunge workouts and sessions start off feeling like as if I'm in my peak condition? How can I start every single session with the perfect warm-up? I know I've already talked about this perfect warm-up notion, right? And I was under this naive, I guess, premise that the bicep curls were the, I guess, the fundamental that allowed me to feel really poppy during my plunge sessions, right? Well, it turns out I was close to it. I was close to the idea that it was a bicep pump. But my, I guess my concerns were towards the elbows, right? The joints that take a lot of the, I guess, a lot of the stress when you're leaning forward, right? So, yeah, I realized if you saw in the first start of this video, I started off by doing these frontal raises. So I guess you could say call these like anterior raises. Not too sure, but it was with the barbell, and I was ensuring that I kept my my arms straight, right? Now, although that movement, right, is a bit different in the sense that the hardest position of that movement is at the top, right, when your arms are furthest away from your body, whereas with the plunge, it's the exact opposite, right? So I would assume that this is the best warm-up session rather than something to completely substitute your plunge workouts with, right? Simply because of its lack of transition in its movement towards the plunge. Now over here, I just recorded the 20 sets of intense plunge holds. Looks kind of funny with the time lapse, but yeah. Aside from that, like what's been in my head is, are there any accessory works or warm-up exercises that can directly transition to a strong plunge hold? And over here, I was doing a exercise that was mentioned in a few articles saying that this is a nice way to additionally help with the plunge. Now here, instead, I was thinking of using this as like a burnout just to make sure I really fried my arms out for the plunge. And I was like juicing out every single session to its maximum potential, right? And if I'm being honest, like I need to give all my credit to those intense holds. Like definitely it's those intense holds that are helping me out. Like as soon as I started implementing that into my my third session prior, suddenly there's just like that explosive improvement in my like scapular protraction and hitting that like nice straddle form. And I'm 100% sure at this point that it's those intense holds that are helping me out in the plunge session. Over here was a few deadlifts. I tried getting a lateral view just to see how my back was looking, and it seems like I'm arching in my thoracic region, but my lumbar region is where it kind of compromises the neutral back position, right? And as I pull up, I start to lean a lot more forward and really put a lot of hinge at the hips, so thus putting the majority of the stress towards my erectors rather than my glutes and my posterior chain, which I should be emphasizing. But other than that, I'll see you guys next time.